Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is Good Old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. And only in Tennessee do you get a sight like this. Not only are the end zones checkered, so too the crowd, a mirror image to prove that they will give their all for Tennessee. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will get the first swing of the game. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on it.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. At midfield, he's got room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
He slings it deep to the left. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. They really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Trying to get to it. He makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers. Well, that couldn't have gone any better.
It's so great for an offense to come out right out of the gate and score a touchdown on your opening drive. It just helps the offense establish that rhythm that is so important. It'll be interesting now to see how this offense does the remainder of this contest.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will take the field for the first time. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He'll keep it himself. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one. At some point in this game, he is going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Winston. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Massey. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Second and goal for this offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. Trying play action. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a
touchdown ball. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He's looking for a man on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Massey. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Tackled immediately after the catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Final play of the quarter coming. Now the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. He's going to take off. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Grab behind the line. It's McFadden. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Stopped after making the catch.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. He makes the connection. And the Volunteers get enough to move the chains. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field and get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something, and you're right. You'll wear your defense out. Continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense, you're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back in this game.
Mississippi State going up-tempo. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Coming after him. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Looking for a block. It's Massey. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tennessee! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Nebraska is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Lincoln. One of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Rutgers. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things...
Fires the pass, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's out of bounds at the 5, and what a job to set up his offense.
Well, the defense comes away with a pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you've got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Off the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. They want to run this quarterback.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And the Vols moving quickly to the line. Quick strike complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Ready to try the point after. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that.
And it's picked off. Got some room to run. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Trying to find his man on first down. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Absolute shank. Missed it. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Fires complete on the crosser. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Wants to throw on first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
Unleashes one deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
The Vols will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Defense in press coverage. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, going downfield for the big play. It's complete. Touchdown, Tennessee. And the stomping has commenced. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 4 over Rutgers. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his man down the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Wide open downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it on the move. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking to throw for it. Got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State. PAT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Sweet feet on the move. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Connection to the right. Pick up on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And now offense. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease. They tack that last score on just for good measure as they are getting oh so close to putting this one away. The kickoff is coming. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So
they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. They're bringing heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Got it looking for a first. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cornelius. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Now on first down from the 30. Looking to move it through the air. Using his legs to buy some time. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit, nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
He wants to take the top off. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. He'll do it himself. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring it on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.